hope you don't.
As EA is getting his LA Fitness days on right now with his jump shot.
I just saw a bunch of over.
It's pretty disrespectful to make that jump shot because we are in the midst of Texas basketball high school royalty right now. And again, to anybody back there in the 96, 7 era back when he was playing basketball, if you got a tax increase because this guy was breaking backboards and the school had to make up for that money, all the backboards broke. Now's your chance to get a shot at this man because joining us now is Duncanville Panthers legend, Chris Owens. How you doing there, man? I'm sorry, I was struggling through that. You know, I had to give Duncanville credit right now.
It's been like what? It's been a long time since you've been on the show, Chris.
Yeah, since like COVID.
It's been a minute.
Well, he's back now. Look at how have you been, man?
I've been good, man. Been good. You know, working and
Slinging house.
coaching slinging them houses and coaching these kids. How you guys doing?
We're good. We're up. We're a little. We've been going up and down with Mavericks and stuff because this has been a very trying season.
It's been a yo-yo year.
What's your take on the Mavericks, just from your perspective so far?
I mean, I think you know they've been up and down, but I think it's good for them because Porzingis has been hurt, so you kind of get to see what the other guys kind of have to do, and I like the way they play. I love the way they play.
Do you like Luka's play?
I do. I mean, Luka knows how to play the game. So I think anytime you have that amount of skill, I feel comfortable with it because I know in the playoffs it's not going to be just like you're relying on your athleticism.
Well, I can tell you this: your teammate from high school, Mike Bassick, not a fan of Porzingis at all. Not a fan of Porzingis or Dwight Powell.
Yeah, he don't like.
Neither one of those guys. I mean, Mike called me last night in the middle of the game and was done. I was like, just let my guy cook. He got something playing in the fourth quarter. We got something cooking up.
And he became the leading scorer.
Yeah, let my guy cook. Just let him do his thing. He was like, all right, but I'm like, just let him cook. We got it.
What did Mike say after those back-to-back threes?
Oh, he said he's just a good basketball player, but he's not bally. He's not
Talking
bally.
about Porzingis?
Yeah.
Porzingis.
Well, what did he call him? He called him Sean Bradley with a shot.
Yeah, that's the level of disrespect.
He called him Sean Bradley with a shot.
That's disrespectful. Mike is disrespectful.
Mike Bassett called him a Sean Bradley with a shot, right?
That's
on this show.
Come on,
On this
Mike.
show, he called him that.
That's disrespectful.
What are you gonna do?
And then Gavin Dawson said that.
phone.
Then he said, you can tell that Porzingis is just a guy who only got good playing basketball in this driveway.
What's wrong with that?
He's like, you can just tell he's a driveway basketball player with the way he plays.
LaMelo Ball played 21. That's how he got better.
I mean,
Now Porzingis is. I mean, he's legit to me. Barring injury, he's a very good.
Yeah,
player.
I'm glad you said that because to me, the only really thing that's holding Porzingis' entire career back is his injury.
That's it.
And that's something, that a lot of players, again, I don't know why I said in the last segment, I don't know why injuries, I hate when we criticize players because of injury, because that's something they have no control over. That's just luck. That's how your body's built. And you can't, Greg Oden could have been one of the greatest centers of all time. We don't even know. But you know what? He had no control
That
over
whole Portland Trailblazers team was a whole letdown. Every last one of them.
we have Brandon Roy, all those guys.
That team was supposed to be the best team. We knocked them out of the playoffs.
Multiple championships.
But if you look at Porzingis, man, he got his body up a couple years ago. It's just, I think he has to just work through his injuries. Joel Embiid was hurt, for coming into the league.
True.
And it took him a while to where he's just now coming to his own.
Well, his stomach hurt, and he decided he don't want to play basketball, so that's different.
Hey, but
My stomach hurt. I got to miss a playoff game. I got to take it. Yeah,
Gonna miss the whole playoff
he is
game.
a master.
he missed the whole playoff game because his stomach hurt.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson.
Oh God.
Lamar Jackson, at least he was on the field.
Lamar Jackson, let me go take care of this.
I'm coming back and win this game.
That's that. Hey, you know what? That's that shot they had him on. That's that shot they gave him for the game. One of them shots when they kick in, they mess up your bowels.
It mess you up.
It mess you up real good.
I believe that, though.
What?
That them painkillers.
Yeah, that's what it was. When you take them like that, they make you go to the bathroom.
They had the scene in Any Given Sunday. They were giving him like painkillers and stuff during halftime. And he goes, he told the doctor, "Get out of the way," and he went and just.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. But I love what you're saying about Porzingis because I don't think Dallas. If you look on Twitter, trust me, mass Twitter wants to burn Porzingis alive.
They want to burn his jersey.
They hate. My thing is like, first of all, we're not being patient on this. He's not the only problem with this Mavericks team.
Exactly.
The role players had their own issues as well, and we're just not talking more about what's the overall bad parts about this Mavericks.
Wait a minute. I just want to think about something.
Yeah.
You said you hate players that we criticize them for injury. Yeah. Wasn't it you that was in here campaigning to get rid of Des Bryant when it was time? Because his foot.
No. I said no. Time out. You didn't know. I said what I said was in 2017, Des Bryant was not worth the money, and I said let's save some money and go get another person.
But why would you want to cut Des Bryant? Remember that season?
Was Des Bryant doing anything for us that year?
That season, you were
no. Was Des Bryant doing anything for this year? Because I think
that league. The year he got cut, he led the team in touchdowns.
What was the biggest thing that Des Bryant could do? Oh, the fade. Jump up for the fade. You know, him and Tony Romo. Jump ball, right? They made that spectacular. And for some reason, him and Dat never could make that work. So the biggest thing that Des Bryant could contribute was gone. So I'm like,
how's that he led the team in touchdowns that year?
Barely.
It doesn't matter. He led the team in touchdowns.
Yeah, and we wouldn't even have that many touchdowns. It wasn't like he led.
He had all of them.
Guess what? In 2014, he had more touchdowns than what he did in 2017.
He was a beast in 14.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
Broke our
it was
record.
But
broke T.O.'s record.
Yeah. But it was after his ankle. You guys wanted to get rid of him. His foot. After that, you guys wanted to get rid of him. So you can't say you don't blame him.
At his age, he also was declining towards that part. And by the way, what happened after Des Bryant? Did it take him after the Cowboys let him go? How long was it till he found another team? He just played this season. That was the first time.
Actually, he came
2020.
Hold on. First time, actually, he came back. Actually, he got signed the next year and broke his foot.
The first day of practice.
Okay, but don't say he didn't do that.
No, it wasn't his foot. It was Achilles.
Yeah. Whatever it was, he broke it after he got signed to the Saints.
Hold on. He waited half the year, the next year. The Saints like, you want to come out and be a part of our team? He goes, yeah. He got on there. Then he tore his Achilles on the first day of practice, and then he was gone.
So you're shaming him for injuries then?
I'm not.
That sounds like you're shaming him for injuries.
That's what I hear.
That's what I hear. That's what it sounds like to me. You're shaming him for his injuries.
Okay, we can shame you until later in your career.
Oh,
that's the beginning.
Well, you always got a loophole with this one right here. I tell you, should have been a lawyer.
But I do like Porzingis though. I think, because the thing is, if you look at Porzingis, I look at the way the Mavericks play, and your best player is Luka. So it's like LeBron in LA. If you look at Anthony Davis, he's very similar.
LeBron's the best player in LA, right?
For the Lakers there right now.
Okay, just want to make sure. I just want to get that on record in court.
But guys that play with LeBron, they got to be shooters. You know, he can't have a guy. He can just, even Anthony Davis, they don't really feed him the ball down there. I mean, granted, Anthony Davis, but he's a perimeter player.
That's what I said about Luke. You got to put shoes around here. That's
that's
why bringing the Greek freak here, I was like, that doesn't make sense. He can't shoot. Why would you bring him here?
Why would he come here?
Well, they say that it's been reported that if Milwaukee hadn't got the deal done, Dallas was the spot he was looking at.
Dallas becomes a Team Euro. That's what.
But I was like, okay, he better be ready to come here and work because he got a whole lot of work to do on his game.
Yeah.
If he come here.
Yeah.
You're going to have to be able to shoot. You're going to be around.
I think, as a fan, you would have liked to watch. You would have been okay with the process of getting him to work and adjust, become part of Dallas because, the Greek freak, if he did, those skill sets with Luka and KP, that would have made a great trio. Oh, my God. But it wouldn't.
Can't have two bad free throw shooters on the team, though. I mean, this dude airballs free throws. Can't have Luka not too good. Well, you know what? His free throw shooters has gotten better this season. Yeah, it's gotten better.
His 3-point shooting got better.
Yeah,
it did. His numbers went up. But the great Mark Follow said it on our interview. If you listen.
But Luka takes a lot of bad threes.
I understand that.
But that's what it is. That's what it is.
But his percentages overall, his 3-point percentage has gotten better this season than it was in previous years. So he has gotten better. But you're right. Yes, he does take bad shots.
He
takes terrible shots a lot of times.
And Bassick pointed out it's just because he's tired sometimes. He just come down there and jack it up. He's like, damn, I need to get a break.
I don't know. I think his lack of athleticism doesn't allow him to get easy buckets. Like how many times you see Luka just get a breakout dunk?
He plays slow anyway.
Yeah,
and that's what I hate.
Put so much pressure on him to score with skill every time.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I have been talking about, and for since last year, people call me crazy. Now everybody wants to try to do it now. I said, why don't we take Luka off the ball and let him get opened up and get his game going? Now everybody want to do it. Last year when I mentioned it, I was crazy and ridiculous and didn't know what I was talking about.
But I don't think he's going to be as effective.
I think he will because now you know what he's starting to do? He's starting to hit a turnaround fadeaway shot now. He added that to his game.
Well, let me ask you this. Is he a great shooter right now?
No. Is he a great shooter? No. He's a great scorer.
Okay. So you're putting a guy who's not a great shooter on the wing.
But it's not even that.
Really
it's
athletic.
To open his game up more is what I want to do. Like you see what they doing. You see what they doing with Steph Curry?
different though.
I know, but Steph Curry, he's getting. Oh, Draymond is being the point guard at times,
Right.
And it's allowing Steph to go around and get shots and get open and do what he want to do. That's what I want Luka to do.
But the difference is in that system, Steph moves around the ball all the time. Luka's a rhythm player. That's why he takes bad shots. He needs the ball. If you don't have the ball in his hands, kind of like James Harden, he's not going. You take James Harden and take him off the ball. Yeah, he's a great player. He's gonna be effective.
You know what you got to do, James Harden. You got to send him over to the strip club and get him going. What do we call it? What do you call it?
Slipped my mind.
No, yeah. Well, the nights you got to go. Listen, he don't want to understand. Listen, if a guy can go out and give me go out and then next night come back and give me 40. Listen, I don't care where you want to go. I'm gonna send a plane for him to go. Okay, if you come back and give me numbers like that, I will supply.
That's true. That's true.
I will put whatever I need to do to supply you to go out there. You gonna come back and give me 40 and be at fat and out of shape? What I need to do? Homie?
Yeah, you're right.
I need to do? Dennis Rodman couldn't even be a normal citizen, and what did the Bulls do? They sent him to Vegas. Say, Dennis, go do it. Go do it. I'm the same way with James Harden. I'm the same with James Harden.
Okay, so my thing is, I think Chris makes a better point. Also, you kept bringing up Steph, like they do that with Steph, right? But Steph isn't one of the greatest shooters of all time. They can afford to do that, take him off the ball.
Right.
He made a great point that Luka can't do that.
No, you can't.
You can't. Luka.
Now,
Luka is shooting, like you say, his 3-point percentage shooting is going up. It's going up. So yeah, you can get away with doing it.
But
what we want to do is we want to kind of, I guess in a way, I kind of want to make him more. I do want him to shoot more. I want him to take better shots. I feel like he'll take better shots if we take the ball out of his
We have breaking.
But
news. I have to stop the show right now. We have breaking news.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to slide down here.
Slide down. We
need that chair,
This
sir.
is about to get very interesting.
We need.
Hold on, sir. Hold on. Wait a minute. You. What are you doing? How dare you enter the studio without your music being played?
Okay.
No, it's she's still on COVID. I forgot.
I am.
If you could, Kat, it is the Nation of Domination. Well, hold on. Let's try this again. Scratch. No. Don't even go back. Just stay right there. Because
there we go.
Chris Owens, you haven't been here for this for a while, but now that we got it right, sometimes third time's a charm. Because right now, joining us in the studio, you see him out and about. Well, no, you don't see him out and about. He kind of stays to himself now, but he's at Tovas10 on Twitter. Get over there and follow it. That's a great account. They talk God, sports, and porn. Not in that order, but they do it. And he's the show first round draft pick, CO.
There you go.
How you doing today, man?
How we doing, guys?
We took it kind of low there.
I'm sitting low, but I'm riding low riding in the hood.
You look like those little kids.
I feel like a third grader.
We'll have to swap that during the break,
you know.
man. Yeah. We'll have to swap that during the break.
We good.
Well, I'm glad you're here because maybe you can explain now your beef with Kristaps Porzingis to Chris Owens. He's lost as to where your beef comes in at.
How you doing, Chris?
What's
Big
up,
fan.
Toba?
First time, long time.
Good
to see you.
Did you go to the high school games back in the day where he was breaking backboards and calls and all that?
Yeah, we were done playing by the time varsity got on the court to play them. But yeah, like those days at Kimball playing Duncanville, and those games were pretty fun.
I would just like to apologize.
He was a legend.
I would just like to apologize to your family for the tax increase that you saw because of this guy here. For all the backboards he's breaking, they had to raise taxes to repair those.
He did break a few backboards. He did ball out, unlike a current Dallas Maverick.
Oh, come on, man!
Why y'all like Chris?
Come on, man!
Because he doesn't like to play basketball.
That's what he said. Okay.
I really don't think that
There we go.
Kristaps Porzingis likes to play basketball in the NBA.
Well, you say you think
Give it to somebody less privileged than you, sir.
Okay, well, it's funny you say that because what was that when we were doing the post game? Chris, you gotta check this post game show out that me and Billy do. When you get free time sometime. Right after the game, we go live.
Okay.
What it was the Porzingis post game interview came up, and
first thing he did was make sure that hair was
clean his hair, and Billy said, "Oh God, I hope Tobias didn't see that because that's the first thing he's gonna go to."
He was getting real pretty right there.
Right there, he's like, and then Billy even go, "Listen, man, he gonna be on the team. He can't be doing something."
Yeah, he can't do that, man. That was the first thing.
Hey, I told y'all. Okay, so I don't. Okay, if I'm Luka and I'm the marquee dude on the team, Y'all remember the days of Dirk Nowitzki with the long hair, who looked like he just chopped off like 10 trees and then put 3 bitches in the trunk of his truck. Like that's what Dirk looked like. He looked like lumberjack Dirk.
Right.
Yeah. Dirk looked like he didn't belong here because he had the long hair and he looked like. And even Steve Nash looked like a little water buffalo.
Yeah.
You know, with the
Yeah,
hair,
he was always hitting the head.
And then here comes pretty Porzingis, who just left New York. And Latvia, he's going to the clubs. He's having fights in the clubs, and he's calling up call girls. Hold on, yeah, he's calling up call girls, and then he's kicking them out the room, and they're unhappy. So all of a sudden now they're going to the press like, "Hey,
okay, you don't have to bring up that.
touched,
That's
allegedly.
Unfair. That's unfair.
Allegedly,
You know it's unfair.
Dirk
Let's talk about basketball.
Okay, this is basketball.
No, let's talk about on the court.
I'm getting to a point. So Dirk didn't have those issues when he played here. Luka doesn't have those issues, and Luka has a hot mom. I'll be fighting everybody in the hood for saying my mom is hot, but Luka doesn't have those problems.
Right,
Luka has a little girlfriend, who's a little cute. He balls out, and all of a sudden, Porzingis comes down here, 7'3", and he bombs from distance, and he's just not what this team needs. They don't need a pretty boy playing what? Stretch 5.
Yeah, that's what he is.
And playing 26 games out of 72. I can't have it. I need my guy on the court all the time.
There was also an incident that upset Mike Bassett on the post-game show last night. Apparently, during the in his post-game interview, he made the comment, well, you know, somebody asked him what was he going to do in the off deal. He was like, you know, I'm just going to go somewhere on a beach and just unwind and clear
mental break.
Take a mental break. And that seemed to piss Mike Bassett off because Mike Bassett was like, wait a minute. First off, you didn't play the first half of the season. You had a snow week. You didn't play after the snow week, and now you need a mental break? Are you effing kidding me?
Yeah, it is kind of soft right there.
And you know what's funny? That's to me, that's soft because that tells me one thing. He's reading the clippings. You know, he's listening to what we got to say.
Billy felt like he was taking a lot of shots last night on the in his post game.
He was trying to prove something.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
What did he say? Hold on. What did he say last night? That kind of
talking about the trade rumors?
No,
No.
He did.
In the post-game press conference, he was talking about he liked to see what the team can do. He was like, he brought up the fact that Luka wasn't playing. He said sometimes when your best player isn't out there, it finally gives other guys on the team a chance to show what they can do. To me personally, reading in between the lines and being petty, I felt like he was kind of saying, hey, you know, other guys are able. And I told y'all this a long time ago. KP came in here thinking that he knew he was going to have to play like second fiddle to Luka in a sense. But at the same time, he doesn't feel like he's just, it should be Luka and then everybody else is just, you know, sidekicks. He feels like he's an alpha. Mark Jackson said that during one of the games as well, one of the broadcasts. He was like, Kristaps Porzingis is an alpha. He's not just some Robin to Luka's Batman. That's what they want him to play here in Dallas, but he thinks he's better than that.
Can I defend my guy right now?
No, go ahead.
So we're just trashing him like.
No, I'm not. I'm a KP guy.
I'm sorry, but if
No,
you're gonna
I'm a
defend him,
KP guy.
No. If you're going to defend him, you defend him. You don't even say the other side.
I'm a KP guy. I like KP.
No, my thing is this. First of all, my thing is that first of all, only on basketball, not on off the court stuff.
Off the court brings on the court.
No, because you know what? I love how he brought up. Oh, he doesn't like to play basketball. When his guy Kawhi Leonard takes breaks, not injured, he just sits out games. He just I'm going to take a break today.
Hold on. There's one point.
Because he won a champion?
Yeah, he won a championship.
Okay,
So he
What does that have to do with anything?
No, because he was doing that shit before he won a championship. I don't care.
Was he?
All right?
and he has two rings.
Antonio?
Yeah, but he has 2 rings.
What does that have to do with anything?
And
Ring or not?
And 2 MVPs.
So it means he can just low manage whatever he wants to.
Yeah, if you're accomplished,
No. Time out.
Yeah.
No. I don't agree.
I pay the cost to be the boss.
Yeah. That means it doesn't matter. Just because you're good doesn't mean you necessarily love the game. You can be back me up. Can be great players on.
No, back yourself up, sir. Back yourself up.
Yeah, back yourself up.
I've been. I'm just looking for more backup.
Shit.
My thing is this: you can't say, "Oh, he hates the game because he sits out." He's injured, so that's not his fault.
Is he injured though?
Yes, he is. You know he is.
See, a lot of speculation about his back. I guess it's contagious. Just back spasm things or whatever because Luka caught it out of the blue and had to sit out games. But the same back what is it? Back spasms or back injury?
Back stiffness.
Something like back stiffness.
Basically,
It spreads through the locker room because it started with Porzingis and now it's spread down to Luka.
So Luka hates basketball all of a sudden now too.
Well,
according to Tovash,
I think he's prone to injury though. I mean, he tore his ACL towards the
so that's fine. That's a fair assessment. But
Yeah,
saying
sprain.
he doesn't like to play basketball is just he doesn't like to play. Like
I mean, there's a lot of guys who are injury prone. I mean, and there's nothing they can really do about that. I mean, they try to get better.
Let me ask y'all this: would you rather like not have a love for the game? Because there's some guys like that. You play with some guys. I went to UTA and I seen some guys in the.
You got the shirt.
Oh, shout out, go Mavs.
other Mavs.
I've seen guys in the locker room that were damn good, damn good. As soon as they get out of practice, they're going to 7-Eleven. As soon as they get and buying beer, buying Philly blunts and rolling blunts. Those guys to me don't love the game. Those guys to me were just born with good to greatness.
Very talented.
And I see Porzingis as one of those guys. I
Like
see
OJ Mayo.
want to just go out to the club and like do all that stuff.
Yeah, I think
get the acclimates, but don't really like to dedicate themselves to the craft.
I think it's few players that really love the game though. I don't think it's a lot across the board who love the game. I mean, I don't think Porzingis is a guy who just loves it like that. But I don't think a lot of guys are like that. I think you got very few that really truly love the game.
Kobe
On the
was-
level you talking about, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like you look at Kobe. Yes, you can say that guy had passion. LeBron, I can say LeBron loves the game. Now he might not love it as much as probably Kobe.
Kobe loved the
Kobe
game.
was a whole nother level.
Kobe was obsessed.
LeBron.
All right, Trey, we get it.
LeBron spends $1 million on his body. LeBron's the same way.
Okay, so
No,
LeBron-
he ain't the same way. He ain't that way. LeBron is just a professional who knows how he understands. It's different. He understands business.
Right.
So that's how he approaches it. He ain't doing it because he love the game. He doing it because it's a business move for him. So I think LeBron. I think like Kobe loved it like that, but LeBron.
Jordan, I'll give Jordan.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't have that competitive drive.
But
that you
Jordan
did.
was.
Maybe Jordan wasn't in love with basketball. He was such a fiery competitor at everything.
Yeah, he wanted
that
to
no
win
matter what,
everything,
he
yeah.
does not want to be bad.
I never seen a more competitive dude in my life than being around Jordan.
I was, you know what?
And he is a former NBA player. I keep forgetting that.
We worked this camp when I was in college at UT.
Yeah, you also a Texas
dude,
player, right?
Yeah, that dude was like he everything he wanted to compete in. Like he literally just loved to compete. I think he loved to compete more. He loved basketball.
There you go.
Yeah, obviously from his
Yeah,
gambling.
that man compete. I mean, that man.
That's off the court though.
That's
EA.
off the court,
That's
EA.
off the court though.
Off the
Let's
court
bring
doesn't
it back
come on
back into basketball.
Yeah.
I
You know
do
what I'm
think
saying?
that has somewhat. I mean, if somebody you let the girls leave, that that has an effect. I mean, that says something about you if you're a professional at his level. That shouldn't even be getting out.
Yeah.
I mean, you $100 million dude. And
Yeah,
stuff like
exactly.
that. I mean, like
you ain't supposed to.
You leave a
Like-
chick unhappy. you let a chick leave. Fellas at home, if you let a chick leave your hotel room and you got $100 million and she leaves unhappy, bro, we got problems. We got to talk. Hit me up at Tovash10 on Twitter. Following the DMs.
I just think
I was like, yeah, that is a valid point.
Yeah.
he just didn't want to pay her go her
He's on
extortion
for
rant.
$100 million.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't let somebody mess with me with my money and all that.
Yeah, but look
If I
at
was
what
that
it brought. It brought a lot of attention to him, negative attention.
Well, of
man. Just
course, exactly.
Put the money up.
Okay,
Was that with the Mavs or with New York?
That was the New York Knicks situation.
Yeah.
In fact, the Mavericks gave 2 firsts.
And they
then,
did it. And you're going to bring up the trade, and you're going to be
Okay,
wrong
no,
again.
hold on.
No. Hold on. Keep going because he's about to make a good point.
The Mavericks gave up
don't
2
know.
firsts, and I want to say, was it a 9?
Which was a terrible
or
mistake.
Something like whatever it was. But they gave up all that for a guy who was injury prone, and then who had this quote unquote history because that happened
Right at the trade.
It
Right at the
happened
trade.
right before that. So Donnie and them knew what was going on,
Right.
even before this alleged story got out.
They knew.
And so you have this.
Actually,
you have
it didn't
they
break.
knew what it was. The story didn't hit you guys as
Yeah, and they
you
knew about
guys'
it already,
desk.
too.
You know, it didn't hit your desk until you found out after the trade.
Yeah.
Because he right because they even said we knew about everything that was going on.
Yeah.
before they
All right,
even-
yeah, okay, yeah, I'm saying, but we didn't know. The public didn't know about it until
No,
He's not talking about that.
I ain't talking about the public.
He's
you.
talking about
I'm talking
Donnie
about
and
the
them.
media. You, the guys that talking to these things for a
I'm not
living.
media.
You're part of it.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
You
you're part of
don't
it.
remember that big thing that happened?
But
You're still there.
They laid me off.
You still no, you're still there.
But like
You
my
just put
point,
button down.
my point is like they knew that he had bullshit before we knew of the bullshit. And so when the bullshit got out, then all of a sudden it's like, oh my. So as an athlete, I have to overcome that part.
Right.
He's not really doing that because about 2 or 3 months later, we see him in Latvia at a damn bar or club with blood dripping down his nose and gets swung on by a little dude.
How do you know he's little?
Because we saw the dude in the video.
He's just really tall. Yeah, 7'3". They're all little.
That makes it even worse.
Hey, that's ridiculous though. There's no way you should be. I mean, you worth $100 million. You walking around looking like that. That's sloppy.
Come on.
Okay, well, I don't care. Listen, I don't care about him walking around with his money and all that. I care what you do on the court. I don't give a
And
damn
what is
about
it?
it.
To Tovas,
That's the only thing.
What is he doing on
yes,
the court?
I understand. And it's the money. The injuries are a concern. I've said it and I've agreed with it. Yes, they are getting to a concern. But when he is healthy, he does have. And Chris back said earlier in the segment, he is a legitimate basketball player. He is a really great basketball
He can
player.
play.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, you coming out here. You trashed him from the minute we got him.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did. I remember we were
No,
here.
I said the Knicks won. I mean,
and you were
the
like,
Knicks
we'll
won a
see.
trade, and I still say that to this day.
No, they didn't. Dennis
I
Smith
still
Jr.
say it
got
to
him
you.
with
Yeah,
it.
I'm pissed we gave 2 first-round picks. That's my
what
issue.
you want back.
That's my issue coming out.
My
Because we
only-
got no pick this year, and we ain't got no damn good team, so we can't even go in the draft and get nothing.
And then now all of a sudden, Dennis Smith Jr. is giving you triple doubles. all over
One
the
triple
place.
double and a 10, 11, and 10.
Have
Dude,
you,
that's
have,
hard.
have you seen his last 5 or 6 games though?
been
You
all
haven't.
right.
You have to watch basketball. Yeah, you can't come on
Are you-
DallasOnAir.com
Yeah, I have.
and say he
So-
only has 1 triple double when you have not seen what this man has.
He had a 10.
given
Everyone is appraising him, Dennis Smith Jr., because he had a 10, 11, and 10
Okay.
last night. What would he fucking do?
Okay,
I don't
so
give it.
all of
Has
a
Dennis
sudden-
Smith Jr. been dominating the league like everybody else? Has he been tearing up the league? Is he a sensational headline to make it sound like we are missing something? Because he's not.
Neither has Porzingis.
That's fine.
But to your
Also-
point, you're doing all this young
What-
screaming, but the guy
what-
you trade
I'm
for
just,
hadn't done that much.
we're
done
just
that.
like, man, we're missing so much.
You're
with
not.
Dennis Smith
You're not
Jr.
watching the game.
But
You
He
gotta
doesn't
watch-
watch
yes,
the games.
in the last 5 games, Dennis Smith Jr. is doing so
Have
much
you watched
more.
the last 5 games? Yes,
No, he doesn't.
Have you watched
Remember,
the last 5
Have
games?
you watched the last?
I've been keeping up with him.
You
He
been-
watches-
You watch the stats or all the highlights.
Bro,
You watch
I-
literally Detroit.
Have
Pistons
you even watched
basketball.
his stats?
no.
No, you have
Remember,
not.
he said he doesn't watch basketball until
Yeah,
playoffs.
drink your little sugar water and let walk and all them talk. They got sugar in it. Now keep going.
No sugar.
Yeah.
No sugar.
Okay.
See,
What is
zero.
Porzingis averaging this year?
Hold on, let me look.
NBA?
Hold on, let me look it up.
Your thoughts?
I believe it's about 18 to 19 now.
It's right 20 points a game.
Yeah.
20 points.
Given
20 points a
Probably
game.
about double.
What- Yeah.
Yeah, he gave me the.
20 and 10.
Man, see, this guy here.
Say
The
that.
other
There you
night,
go.
the other night, my guy came back. He gave me a double. What was it? What was 17
I'll
10?
handle this. 17 to 10.
He gave me 17-10 on the night back. And, I'm in the post game, like, my guy's back. Chris Owens was back. 17 and 10. I'm
about
like,
last night?
No, his first night after he came in from the back spasms, or about to get traded, whatever you want to call it as. And then my guy Billy here was just like, just not. And then last night, I was like, Billy, it was him out there on the court. Even Tovash. Well, he did give you 19 points, but
he did all right.
He did all right. I mean,
play.
he was-
Right. Okay.
can
So,
play. He
so
can
for
play.
somebody to have KP skill level and to let's forget the injuries if we can for a moment and talk. That's hard, but let's forget the injuries and just imagine KP being on the floor. Okay, is if he's playing and he's healthy and you're expecting what you're expecting from him, a 17 and 10, a good game from Kristaps Porzingis. Yeah, 10 rebounds is great, but don't we think he can give us maybe 25 and maybe a few more rebounds?
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I said 17 and 10 is just it's a borderline pedestrian type game for somebody with his skill
That's
level.
a good game for Powell.
Yeah, exactly. If Dwight Powell gave me 17 and 10,
yeah.
we're celebrating him.
Yeah.
But KP 17.
Well, I just wish this Dwight Powell thing would just go away. I mean, I got this dude.
He got 19.
I mean, anytime Dwight Powell,
that one game, but yeah, 19-13.
anytime Dwight Powell steps on the court, I got to hear about it, man. I want this thing to go.
I just want you to know about this energy this
I want this to end. I want this to be done with. I don't want this Dwight Powell thing lingering anymore. Can we just trade him and let's just be done with this, okay?
What about your man, College Stein, man?
What about
That's your guy? I mean,
Where's he
I
been at?
haven't seen him.
College Stein gets on my nerves. I don't know why. He just gets on my
Somebody
nerves.
call
Every
him
time
the
he's
softest
watching him
thug.
play,
It's confused. It's confusing because he signed a minimum deal.
Yeah. And he's soft.
Somebody said, yeah, he's the softest dude with face tattoo in the NBA.
That was Shane who said
Yeah.
that. You guys not be ashamed to say that.
we gotta.
You got to grab the microphone.
My last comment of the night. If we're lamenting a 7+ footer for grabbing 10 rebounds, which averages to 2 rebounds, damn near a quarter, something is wrong with the NBA, dog. 2 rebounds a quarter, and we're celebrating people.
We're not celebrating. It's just that, I mean, a double-double is kind of hard to get in today's league with all the freaking three-pointers that they shoot around.
So you're saying that it's really hard to get 2 rebounds a quarter.
Trey, are you?
Well, hold on. Before you say that, that ain't the problem. The problem is that the coach don't keep him on the floor.
Right,
long
that
enough to
down.
get with
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
The coach, I mean, like last night, he
Rick
got it
pulled him
going.
out.
Every time he got it going, Rick was like, boop, come on out.
I wonder why that is. Is he thinking about injury?
Well, you know what? I'm glad you asked that
Oh
question.
God, we're not into the Rick Carlisle bash segment.
You know, a guy like me, you know, I'm a Dubs guy. You know, I like Dubs. I live in Dub City. That's where I rap. That's where I reside at, right? In your time, you've been better around basketball. You've played in the NBA. You've played in college. You've done it all. You high school and everything. With the way the Mavericks have, let's say the streak they went on since the championship, would any other coach have been fired with the way, basically with Rick Carlisle's record? They haven't won a playoff series since 2011.
That's true. That's true.
Would anybody else?
Yeah,
Would any? Hell, the coach in Atlanta just got fired for less.
Yeah, he was there 2-3 seasons.
I don't even think he was there at all.
How many rings he got?
Yeah.
None. Rick Carlisle has 1 ring. And then somebody was like, "Well, what about Greg Popovich? Greg Popovich at least he done been to championship twice since 2011."
Oh, but it's different though.
And Eric
That's
Spoelstra.
different, though.
Eric Spoelstra and his
Greg
oldest.
Popovich done had better teams.
Okay.
Like
Okay,
the
but
Mavs-
you know what they'll tell me? Rick Carlisle's the best at making trash make it look real good.
Yeah, you would have if
Imagine
you.
what would happen if
Yeah,
they gave him some talent.
exactly.
Okay.
Do you not remember the beard year? Do you remember the beard year where they had to get to 500? The 500 beard
yeah.
year. That team was one of the worst teams we've ever had assembled, and somehow they were even closing in on. They didn't get the playoffs, but they were in contention for the playoffs the entire season. How about the fact that 2014 when the Mavericks somehow made it to the 7th seed and went toe to toe, went to Game 7 with the eventual champion San Antonio Spurs. Remember the Vince Carter 3 and that playoff series?
Yeah, we
So-
traveled. He traveled in the corner. That one.
he did trouble.
You're
Shuffle.
saying-
He walked his ass
He's
off.
shoving
Oh
on
my
feet.
God.
He's shoving on feet.
You literally, it's okay. San Antonio lost or won that series, so it's okay.
No, it's fine. I mean, I'm just calling basketball stuff.
I know, but he's a
Who was the Mavericks' second best player in the championship team?
Jet.
It's either Jet or if you want to go with Kid.
Tyson Chandler, I thought it was.
That's my point.
Thank you. Oh my God. You have
That's what I'm
You have
saying. Like, that
LeBron
championship
versus-
worth so much more. They didn't have a clear cut number 2.
They weren't supposed to win that championship.
No, it wasn't.
They went through Durant, Kobe, and LeBron and Wade.
They were still wet behind the arrow.
Brandon
Okay,
Roy.
see,
That's worth
Brandon
3
Roy and those
championships.
guys too. Yeah.
Brandon Roy and
Marcus
LeBron.
Aldridge. They went Brandon Roy, Marcus Aldridge.
That's
Okay, see, you know,
That's
I told you that team was a big disappointment. That team was supposed to be the team
okay. What about the other teams they beat?
because Brandon Roy hit that. Remember he
They
hit
wasn't
that,
supposed to win
he hit
that
that buzzer beater in that.
They were
in that
supposed
series.
to. You know they were okay. So
Tom
you're
Mary.
right on one point because I remember going into the second round against the Lakers. Nobody gave the Mavericks a shot because
they weren't supposed to
it
win
was
that.
the
And
two-time.
they,
That's the two-time
swept 'em.
defending champ. I remember one of my friends. Who had a-
Mother's Day Massacre.
She was a big Lakers fan. She goes, "This is Phil's last, hurrah! He's gonna win it. We're gonna win." I was like, "Whatever, let's go Mavs." And it didn't look good until Corey Brewer came in and saved
Yeah.
that game in
In game
game
two.
1.
Oh, yeah, that's right, game one. Yep,
they were
you're
down
right.
16. They came back, and of course, Kobe missed that final shot. And who knows what would happen if he actually made that shot?
Probably changed the whole complexion of the
and then
series.
of course you go to that Thunder series now, a little more confident, but that was a very young, energetic Thunder team with Durant just emerging at that moment.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll
him
tell
and
you
Russell
this.
Westbrook,
That year,
And they had James Harden.
2011, my buddy Kobe Baxter can back me up on that. I think it was after they got the Page and Stojakovic trade. I said the Dallas Mavericks about to win the NBA championship this year. And I said, well, and he was like, well, how you figure that? I said, man, if you look at their bench with what they doing with that, when they starting five sit down, they had another starting five pretty much coming on the court that you couldn't really deal with.
Couldn't match up
You
with.
couldn't match up with. So, when Dirk sit down, you had Jet coming off the bench. You had Karan Butler was still playing at that time too, but he hadn't got hurt yet.
Yeah.
He got hurt New Year's.
He got hurt New Year's.
Yeah, but when I said that he hadn't got hurt yet, and I was like, watch, it's about to go down.
Because I remember before Karan's injury, that team was legitimately. I think they were a number 3 seed still, they were running through. They were stopping all the streaks.
All the streaks and stuff.
Karan Butler was the number 2 scorer. He was like, and everyone's like, he might be an all-star this season. They were just giving him a lot of praise. He went down, and I got worried because him and Dirk both went down around the same time.
Yeah, about the same time, yep.
And I got worried. I was like, oh, here we go again. But then, Dirk came back, and they still made it happen. So it is fantastic what they did. But going back to Carlisle, I still think that Carlisle is a great coach. He still managed to get
Put him on the
things done.
Milwaukee Bucks, they win a championship tomorrow. That's my honest opinion. But here, he didn't win no championship here.
Well, we had Mark Follow
They don't have
on
him.
Tuesday. He go check out on our YouTube channel. Best for Business. What's our thing? Best for Business.
BFB, DFW.
BFB,
Plug it right, you bro. That's right.
But it's hard to gauge good coaches nowadays. It really is. I mean, Brad Stevens was on the hot seat a couple days ago.
For what?
Yeah.
I wish they would. I wish they would.
mean, I'm just
Hey,
saying.
I got a polo for him.
You got a
I got a polo
polo
for him. They let him
Why
go.
are you giving him a Rangers?
I got a polo for him. Yeah,
Wait.
we get Rangers, Cowboys, whatever we want. We
So
got a polo.
so how come Brad Stevens? How come you don't want Brad Stevens on a hot seat as a DFW media guy versus you as a DFW media guy going for Rick Carlisle's job?
Rick Carlisle, long tenure. Then Brad Stevens, number one. Brad Stevens, he's not the problem in Boston. They don't have a big man. They getting told out the frame because they don't have a big
They
man.
in the East.
Huh? And they are, but they don't have big men.
Well, you being real contradictory right now.
Now, hold on, how am I being
You're like radio hypocrite central right now.
Well,
right there, Dallas on there.
I'm an
They got talent.
Now, what makes me a hypocrite though?
I'm gonna go in my car and play back what you just said. So you're calling for Rick Carlisle's job because he's been here too long.
No,
Yet he
you
gave
know
you a
why I
chance-
called Rick Carlisle. I told you why I called Rick Carlisle. I said that when Dirk left, Rick Carlisle should have left too. The locker room is
have to
too.
leave.
The locker room is too young for Rick Carlisle. That's why I said
He's
Rick
not
Carlisle
that
should go.
old.
What do you mean not that old?
He's not that-
He's 67
He's
years
not
old.
that old, Walt.
He's been coaching since
It doesn't matter.
Since the 90s.
He's not that old.
he's been coaching since the 90s. It's 2021. He's 60.
Bruh, since the 90s, bro. He got in the league with Jordan in 84.
I know, but he said he's been coaching. He said he was sitting on the sideline with coaching with Larry Bird when he was coaching the Pacers.
Hey, that
He
old.
was on the sideline,
No.
so he's been coaching ever since then.
That's fine, but but you're calling for one job, but you're not. But you're caping for another job. Yet this dude over here that you're caping for hasn't done shit with superstars. But then you all of a sudden you're talking about
Well, superstar. He
Rick-
just got Jason Tatum a couple years ago.
Okay. How long has Jason Tatum been in the league? Yeah, look that
About
up.
3.
Jason Tatum, not
He
that
came
many,
the year
three,
Dennis
okay, 4
Smith Jr.
years.
did.
3 or 4 years.
And again, he's in the East where there's pretty much nobody
No
there.
competition.
That shit looks like a vacant apartment complex.
They
right
got
now.
the Brooklyn Nets over there.
They just got
They
that this
just
year.
got the
Okay, but
They
I'm
just
saying
got there, man.
he got them to the NBA
Keep reaching. Go ahead.
Eastern Conference Finals. They were LeBron away from going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Keep digging.
But this, okay, who did the Lakers play last year in the
He
finals?
did.
Tatum was drafted in 2017.
Who did the Lakers play last year in the finals?
The Miami Heat.
The Miami Heat, right?
Right.
If you look at Boston, if you
know
look at
what-
their roster,
Let-
and you look at Miami Heat,
Yeah, it's not even.
It's not.
It's-
Don't get me wrong. They underachieving like a mofo. Now, the thing that
He doesn't have a big.
the worst mistake that they did, that I said, they bought Gordon Hayward over to that team. You know why they bought him over there? Because him and Gordon Hayward played for
Tight.
Brad Stevens in college. So they bought him over there. He did not fit. and he was hurt all the time, and they wasted all that money on him and didn't have nothing. Now they only have a big man. They gave up Gordon Hayward, and now you have a big man. That's where all their money went to.
But you got Kemba Walker, Jaylen Brown.
Yes, I'm not really Jaylen Brown.
Hold on, tell me. You know what's funny? What he just said. If you just take away what he just said and just applied it to the Mavericks, same thing he's saying about Rick Carlisle. Because the Mavericks have all these roster problems as well, but instead in here it's Rick Carlisle's problem because he's too old. But because Brad Stevens is young, and
got no big man.
Right, Rick Carlisle's been here 10 years.
Brad Stevens has been here since 2013. We're coming up on it next year.
Almost 10 years.
It's almost 7 years he's been there.
Oh, well then, yeah, Brad Stevens need to be fired then. I didn't know. I didn't know he had been here since 2013.
They got a team.
I didn't know he been here since 2013.
Like Miami is not.
We got
I mean,
Rondo, but we got Rondo because of Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens was done with Rondo and was like, get him out of here.
You got Rondo because of Danny Ainge.
Right, but Brad Stevens said, I don't want him here. It's time to start over, rebuild.
Did y'all know Brad Stevens looks like Pete Buttigieg?
Hey, whoa. You gonna talk about my dudes though?
How's it bad? They look exact. I just looked it up. I was like, why is Pete Buttigieg coaching the Boston Celtics?
Very nice guy. Met him here last year. Very nice guy. Stopped me, talked to me about the show and everything. Very nice guy. Love Brad Stevens. I would love to have Brad Stevens here coaching Dallas Mavericks. Wouldn't love anything more than have
Brad Stevens.
But you gotta give. Well, according to you must give him a big man though.
Yeah.
Well, he's got that with Porzingis. The guy you want gone.
You know what's funny about this Mavericks discussions? There's like so many different ways. Everyone's not going to be happy.
Yeah, there is no way to make
Well,
this.
let's take a break real quick. Let's go above the rim. We got to talk about the All-Star game, and I want to know from you guys: is Shaq a hater or is he hurting? Is he hurting what he's doing in his broadcasting? So we'll talk. We'll go above the rim.
What did you say, Will?
That's a good impression.
Punch in your face.